Hi everyone, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel and another layout for the Confessions of a Paper Addict cut files design team. Today I am going to be working with one of the brand new cut files that was released just today. This is called Bunny Basket, and as you can see it is a very sweet little basket with some Easter eggs and some little bunnies, and I've gone ahead and backed this mostly off camera. And you can see I'm just sticking the little feet on this little bunny here, this little butt poking out of the top of the basket. Oh, that just kills me. So I've mostly used the Rosie Studio Clover Lane collection for this. I got this quite a while ago actually from the reject shop, but I am just only using it for the second time, I think. So the colors were just perfect, and it is very kind of Easter. It's almost a little bit St. Patrick's Day, but springtime themed, so it was perfect for this cut file. So I've gone ahead and backed all the bunnies and the eggs, and now I am just coloring in the little bunny's eyes, and I'm going to give him some little nostrils as well on the cut file. I just really wanted these to stand out. I have used white, or very white subtle pattern paper on those bunnies, so if I left the eyes white I just didn't feel like they would stand out. So I've gone ahead and colored those in black, and I am going to add some highlights with a white gel pen so they don't look so kind of vacant in a minute. But I'm just going through now, and I cut some of the eggs. I cut the inside pieces twice. So I cut them on the white, and then I cut them on the color paper that I've used to back them as well. I hope that makes sense. And then I'm going to add some foam in between the two layers and just kind of pop them all up so that the cut out pieces are dimensional. I hope that makes sense. I will zoom in a minute and you'll be able to see what I am talking about. But I did just want to mention the paper I used to back the basket portion of the cut file is a Kaisercraft one, so that is just one that I pulled out of my stash, and I just, obviously it's like a Hessian kind of weave pattern that was perfect for that cut file. I really wanted to look like a basket, and I'm really pleased with how it turned out. So you can see here I'm just popping those inner pieces up on that adhesive foam, and this does take quite a while because, you know, all those tiny little little foam squares. But I didn't do all the eggs. I did this pink one and the mint one and the stripy purple one, just to create a bit of visual interest. It's not necessarily super obvious, especially on camera. It's a bit more obvious in real life, and you know, it's something a little bit different to do. So there we go. You can see they're dimensional. I really love how that looks. I especially like the stripy one. I think that turned out really well. So there you go. You can see what that looks like. And now I'm going through my background papers. I pulled out 3 that I was considering for a background, but I do end up going with the spotty one. I just really like that background. It's very Eastery. I am scrapping Easter photos, obviously, so I thought this whole theme was perfect. So there you go. That's my photo. That's my little man with his Easter basket, I think last year. Yeah, so perfect photo for this cut file. And I printed it out on black and white because it was pretty early in the morning. The quality is not that great. The lighting is a bit off, and the colors were kind of all over the place. I'm not really matching the cut file and the collection I'm using, so I just printed it in black and white, and that fixes that problem. So now I'm just gluing my cut file down. It's a large cut file. It takes up most of the page. If there's nowhere else it's going to go, I'm very happy to stick that down now. I'm just making sure not to bring the glue right to the edge, so if I want to tuck things underneath, I can. I'm just using a tacky glue there in a fine liner bottle. Sticking that all down. And now I'll just back my photo. I'll just create a couple of photo mats. Very simple, just standard plain photo mats, just for a little bit of separation between my photo and the background. So I'm going to use this stripy purple, and then I will also use this butterfly print. I just wanted something that was mostly white, and just a thin layer of that behind my photo, and I'm just using my scissors to trim that out, and I'll tuck that right behind the top of the basket at the top left there. Fits in perfectly. So I'm just going to go ahead again, stick that down. I know that's not going anywhere. I do end up using that lovely die cut for a title. I just put it there as a placeholder, but I actually really liked how it looked, so I am going to go with that. I'm just going through some of the ephemera now. I actually don't have much ephemera left. I thought I had a lot left, but I've used up all the florals on another layout. I don't actually think this collection came with a lot of ephemera. It was one of the kind of like collection kits. so it had less ephemera than they usually have, but that's fine. I did find that bow. It's really sweet. It was perfect to top my basket with, so that is going up there just with some dimensional foam. I am going to use these couple of little floral elements that I have left, so the little crate full of florals and the little what's it called, a wheelbarrow. And I wasn't sure about that flag, but I really like it there, so that is going to stay. Just adding a few more bits and pieces. That little grateful banner, and I have a lot of these stickers left, so I will try to get quite a few of these on the layer. I use quite a few of those little hearts, just layering those up over top of some of the eggs, and then I'll use this large round one, just cover up that corner of my photo that's a little bit boring and empty. And still just going through the stickers, deciding I wanted to add at least 2 more of those hearts. So that little green one goes in, and then I think another little, green one just there in that space. I did find this little bunny. I wanted to add him in, really sweet. I love that. And then I think I do use one of the little phrase banners, at the top of my photo, and then I do find that little clover. There's one little clover that's really cute, so I'm just going to tuck that in there as well. Get up a position, there we go, and then I'm going to start gluing everything down. So I think I'm nearly finished at this point. I don't do any mixed media on this actually. I do find these papers are a little on the thin side, so they don't hold up very well to mixed media, so I didn't bother. I don't think I even did any splatters because that background has that speckly kind of polka dot pattern, so there was no need. I will just add some enamel dots though, so I'm just going to come in with some of these little blush pink and then the mint color, and then I think I find a slightly darker corally color that I will finish off my trios with. No, it's a darker turquoise aqua color, so teal even. There we go. So I've done 3 groups of 3 of those enamel dots. And then the last thing I'll do is stamp my date. So I'm just going to use a roller date stamp, and I use the Distress ink in Black Soot, I think. No particular reason, it's just the black ink. So I've just loaded up my stamp and do a couple of tests, and then I still don't manage to stamp it right the first time. It ends up being too light, so I just ink it again and then stamp it a few times to give that kind of shadowed effect, like ghosted effect. There you go. And that's my layout finished. Thank you for joining me today. Make sure to check the description box for the link to the COAPA Cutfiles shop for all those amazing new releases, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.